Hi, my name is Heidi and welcome back to While They're Napping. Today I'm going to be talking about my worst nightmare. Hi. John is joining us. I'm in the middle of a video.
Nap time. Let's go.
Today I'm going to be sharing my worst nightmare that happened in real life. Woo! Flying with a baby where he won't stop. Crying, he won't stop. I kind of don't want to talk about it again because there's a bit of PTSD in it, legitimately. But if it can help any of you flying with a baby that's 17 months old, I have clips from the trip when I went to Texas to visit my friend Cassie. And those clips are excellent because I was with my friend. But the going to Texas and coming home was a nightmare. Let me share. Okay, so this is a trip that I had planned to go see my friend Cassie, like I said, and I was so excited to go. I was definitely nervous to fly, but seeing as we had Aiden, Declan, and Quinn home with John. Actually, Aiden and Declan stayed home with John, and then Quinn I left with my sister Tiffany. And then I took baby Kai for an adventure with my friend in Texas. The trip itself was wonderful. Wonderful. I wish that the flying there and back was something where I could come away saying, yeah, my baby rocked that trip. He was awesome. He ate all the snacks and didn't complain once. That was not what happened. It was definitely one of those moments where I was like, I'm that mom. I'm that mom that every mom on the plane is pitying, praying, like praising Jesus that it's not her. I'm the mom that all millennials are looking back saying, this is why I don't want children while holding their pug. It was awful. So let me start from the beginning. We flew out of LAX. We took the bus down. So there's like a flyaway train. A bus that's called the flyaway. So you take the bus to the plane, no train involvement here. And then we take the flight direct to Dallas. Wow, to Dallas. Hold on. Obviously not caffeinated enough to speak. Good morning. I'm about to start a little vacation with Kieran. We are flying to Texas. I'm laughing because I have anxiety. I'm like,
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
So Kieran and I are flying out of LAX. If you don't know about LAX, it's the biggest airport in Los Angeles. And I get anxiety about that because it's just one of those, international airports.
Turn left.
And I'm flying with a 17-month-old. So those two things combined is raising my mommy stress level a little bit. So my mom just prayed for me in the car. And I'm getting sweet texts and messages from friends. Everything will be okay. So hopefully this vlog is a good one. Okay, so we paid extra to fly straight to Dallas, so I didn't have to do any layovers anywhere. And the flight there, I had so many snacks packed, and I thought really prepared. I had our Kindle completely charged with games. I had shows and everything. The problem with that was that he wasn't quite old enough to understand the games, so he was getting frustrated with the games, and when things weren't working out his way, he actually threw the Kindle at one point, or 2 points. He threw it down behind the seat in the plane, so it like clunked against the plane. No one wants to hear a clunk in a plane, so everyone turns like, what the heck? And I didn't even look back. I was just like mortified that he had done that. I had him in my arms and I was like, I'll just get it at the end of the flight or whatever. And the lady like taps me on the shoulder and hands it back to me. Not even a word of like encouragement or anything like that. Just a tap and a hand back. I did the best I could. I asked for extra snacks. I had the snacks of my own. We had shows. Kai was just not having it. And part of that was I had planned the trip for his nap time. Big mistake. Like, maybe that works for other people. It was not working in my scenario. I thought we'll do snacks, and he has his pacifier to suck on during like takeoff and landing. And he did fine with takeoff and landing. It wasn't that. It was just the fact that he was stuck in the seat and he wanted to be out and crawling around. It's just a really awful age to fly. When we got into Dallas, there was a storm brewing out in their parts, and we had to circle the airport for a while, and they thought that we actually might have to go to another airport. Or no, did we have to go to another airport to refuel? And then we get to finally land, and this made the whole trip longer when Kai was already losing his Pampers, and I was just done, right? We're all done. Everyone on the plane is done. Anyway, so then we get to the wonderful part of the trip. Cassie picks me up. We have a wonderful time. We go to like this amazing outdoor market. Oh, you're so tired. Thank you.
Well, let her get him in.
And that is how it's done. All right, good morning. I am on my last day here in Texas with my friend Cassie. I know. I should be saying it so happy. I should be crying. Oh, now that just killed the mood with one lip. I've had a great time here. I was able to come from Friday to Monday, which is just a huge blessing and treat. And John was, you know, watching the boys the whole time.
Had some Texas experiences.
Yeah.
Ate some meat.
Yes.
Saw some blue bonnets.
I'm sad that I'm going home, but I have to go back to my family. The flight here was not fun. Not fun. I had a lot of people praying it would be fine, and I don't know what happened. But,
God wanted to test you.
yeah, I was tested. Well, I don't know. It was pretty bad, honestly. 17-month-old flying. Any moms out there have done this before? I'm considering a small dose of melatonin on the way home because I just, it was horrible.
Not just flying, but like rerouted because you're low on fuel and hailstorms and 2.5 extra hours.
Yeah, on the tarmac. Like, he slept half of it and the other half of it he was pissed off at the world. So yeah, I'm hoping not to relive that experience today. But anyway, let's get breakfast. Okay, now back to the story. We get on the plane from Dallas to Los Angeles, and there's never weather in San Diego, okay? There's like hardly any weather ever. Apparently, the day I arrived, there's fog, thick layers of fog. We can't land. I researched melatonin for babies because of the trip there. Because it was so traumatic, I researched how much I could give liquid melatonin in very small doses to babies, and I got pediatrician approval to give it to him, and I gave it to my son, and I am not ashamed of it because it helped so much. He slept half the trip wonderfully. He would have gotten up only 20 minutes before our plane landed had we not been rerouted. So yeah, we got rerouted after circling the airport waiting to see if fog would disappear. It never disappeared. Went over there, then sat on the tarmac. Is it tarmac or tarmac? So we sat there for a while. Kai was losing his huggies. And I didn't know what to do. He'd worn off of the melatonin. I didn't know if I should give it to him or not. I never talked to the pediatrician about doing a second dose. And there we were, trying to figure that out. It was awful. And I don't remember which airline I had taken. I think it was Delta. But anyway, the waitress was actually giving people free drinks, free alcohol on the plane just to appease people. Yet me and my baby crying, she wasn't offering crackers to or anything. I was like, does no one see that I'm having a problem here that no one can help with? And it was really hard. And then all of a sudden, the man in front of us lifted up his puppy. He had a dog, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Lord, he has a puppy. This is going to be the perfect distraction for Kai. Everyone around was like, you had a puppy on the plane? I never heard your puppy. Oh my goodness, how adorable, how adorable. And then Kai, of course, is like, ee, and like got all excited about seeing the puppy. The man hesitantly goes, oh yeah, I have a dog, you know, and let Kai briefly pet the dog and then quickly took the dog away. Like, definitely had the mindset of that baby's gonna like tear my dog's ears off or whatever. It was like so much worse after that. I wish he had never taken out that adorable puppy. So once the puppy was taken away, it was awful. And they thought they were going to be able to send us back to San Diego. So they kept us in the airplane for another 40 minutes while we just sat on the runway waiting to see what they were going to do. They refueled us, and then they decided that they couldn't take us back to San Diego. And so they took us all off the plane. John had to drive to get us from that airport to take us home because they were going to put us on a bus. And I'm cool with going on a bus, but after all of that, I just didn't want to be on another bus. I just wanted to be home. So they actually did give me a free one-way ticket because I just told them, like, look, I don't want to go in another bus. I want to get my baby in a car seat and go home. And that's what I did. So that's kind of that. I don't even know if this was helpful or not, other than to say, if you are terrified about flying and you know your baby will not fly well, talk to your pediatrician about liquid melatonin. And also talk to your pediatrician about administering a second dose, because as far as my research shows that you can give a second dose of melatonin. Talk to your doctor. I am not a medical professional, but it did help me research the melatonin and thank me later. All right, for all of you that made it to the end of the video, I got the little public service announcement. YouTube apparently doesn't care if you're subscribed to me. It doesn't even really care if you have your notification bell on. Sometimes it works for some people, sometimes it doesn't. The best way to be in touch with me and my channel is through Instagram. And then definitely leave a comment, because the more you comment on someone's channel, the more YouTube thinks you're invested in that channel, and then we'll push the notification bell to you. So hit that notification bell, leave a friendly comment below, and hopefully I will be back soon. I do have more vlogs coming. I'm like slowly but surely getting these out. To be honest, there's no excuse or anything other than I am pursuing being an excellent mom, and I don't think that's not really an excuse. It's a fantastic thing. Be an excellent mom first and then be a YouTuber. So I'm trying to do those in that order, and I don't have as many nappers anymore, and so it's harder to get some time. But I do still love YouTube, and I will be back, and I will do my new house tour at some point. This is part of the new house tour. John just did this amazing palette wall in his huge studio office. It's like 20 by 20 up in here. He fell in love with this house as soon as we walked in this room. But anyway, I can't wait to share it all with you. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend, or did have a wonderful weekend, and are having a wonderful week. And I will see you next time on While They're Napping. Bye.
Nap time.
Let's go.